Welcome back to Creating Inner Beauty. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 3 key perspective shifts that I made in my manifestation journey that really helped me call in my soulmate and now husband. If you're new here, I'm Liz, and I'm an intuitive coach and healer for conscious and spiritual women. And I love focusing in my work on helping women heal their blocks, step into their power and unique intuitive gifts, and manifest soul-fulfilling lives that they truly love. And a huge part of having a soul-fulfilling life is having deep love, connection, relationship. And so that's something I really love helping my clients with, I love talking about, and was actually a huge part of my own journey. Bringing in my soulmate, bringing in a deep love that was healthy, that was committed, was something that was one of my heart's desire. So I really embarked on the journey of calling in this person to me. I'm happy to report that I was able to attract my soulmate. It happened in one of the most synchronistic, magical type of ways. And we've been together now for 5 years and married for 2. And so I really wanted to share the perspective shifts that I think really helped me on that journey and that process. So before we dive in, I did want to take a second to just define the word soulmate in the way I'm going to use it in this particular video. Now we can soulmate can refer to a number of different kind of relationships in our life. We have many soulmates. It has to do with people who are connected to our souls and who we have contracts with to do different things with in our life. So we can have soulmate friends, soulmate coworkers, even soulmate pets. But what I'm really wanting to focus on in this video is a divine soulmate that you've contracted to have your healthiest, most committed, most loving, conscious version of a relationship with. That is what I am hoping that you will attract for yourself. I know that you will attract for yourself as you go through your manifestation journey and as you apply the 3 key perspectives that I'm going to be talking about. And so, we don't want to manifest all of those other sort of connections that are here to teach us lessons and help us grow. Sometimes they're necessary, but what I would love for you is to kind of fast forward to that one that right now is going to be your healthy, most committed relationship. So that's what I'm going to be helping you call in today. Okay, so let's talk about my first big perspective shift. And I would say that was really starting to understand and internalize that love was not outside of me, that it's not something that I had to go out and find and chase or beg anybody for or try to attract anybody to, that there was the energy of love inside of me. And all I needed to do was work on myself, expand that energy, and allow it to naturally magnetize the opportunities, the situations, the people, and eventually the person, my soulmate, that was meant for me. And so let's talk about this a little bit more. What do I mean by love is already inside of you? Now, the way I think about it is that we are a piece of the divine having a human experience. What is the divine? That is the energy of unconditional love. And so there's already love within you. When we're looking outside to find love, to attract any kind of experience, what's happening is that we're disconnected from the love that's already there. And that happens because of our human experiences, right? Our limiting beliefs, our wounds, the way that we've been trained through our human life to look to outside reality to provide our emotional experiences, which is actually not the truth of how it works. Instead, I really shifted my focus to connecting with my own soul, with understanding myself better, with accepting more parts of myself, figuring out the things I was thinking and feeling that were keeping me small, that were keeping me from being the biggest, most authentic version of myself, and releasing those things, right? So the more that you come into connection, into relationship with your own soul, the more you are connecting to the love inside of you. You will start to be filled with this feeling of love. What is that? That's self-love, right? Which includes self-compassion, self-acceptance, self-worth, all of those things. And then that just starts to naturally radiate and bring in what is meant for you, right? So I really encourage you to move away from thinking about, how am I going to find my partner? How am I going to find this person? And instead start thinking about, how can I know and love myself more? What do I love to do? What makes me feel really good? What am I passionate about? What hobbies do I want to have? How can I express myself more authentically? What are my relationships in my life like right now? And how can I show up for them in a better, bigger, more loving way? All of those things, all of those questions, and all of the related actions connected to them that you take are going to bring you more in contact with your own soul, with that energy, which is the energy of love, and help you just naturally bring in your person. So that's the first key perspective shift and the first part of the journey. Okay. Secondly, the second key perspective shift is that who you attract into your life, the relationships you're having right now, what is going on for you, are a mirror of what's going on inside of you. So what your limiting beliefs are, what your wounds are, all of that stuff. It's also a reflection of all the good stuff, the positive beliefs we have of ourselves, the way we've healed and grown, the energy of our soul. But it's a mixture of those things, right? So if we want to really narrow down, though, to releasing what blocks us from the love we want and allowing our energy to just magnetize it to us, what we need to take a look at is, how is what's happening in my life, in my romantic life, in my love life, but also in life in general, showing me things inside myself I need to heal and release. So I want you to kind of think about, what have you been attracting in your life so far? Have you attracted people who are unavailable, emotionally unavailable, who don't want to commit? Have you had partners or interactions with people who ghost you? Are you just finding yourself not attracting any partners at all? All of those things, they have nothing to do with who you are as a person or as a soul, but they do reflect things that you might need to heal within yourself, right? So for example, in my own relationship journey, before I met my soulmate, I really found myself attracting, in this one particular relationship, who really, I think, came in to teach me a lot and help me heal a lot. Someone who is very emotionally available, very hot and cold, in and out. I'm sure you know the kind of person I'm talking about, right? And so eventually, as I started to understand this concept that this relationship was here to mirror some things to me and to help me look inward and heal those things to myself, I was able to ask myself some questions that really moved the needle on my journey. And that was, where was I withholding and disconnected from my own emotions, right? They were unemotionally available, but really that was a reflection from some way that I don't allow myself to acknowledge all of my emotions and be vulnerable and share them with other people. So that was something that I had to work on, and I did work on it. And it's, of course, a work in progress always, but the more I could do that, the more that dynamic released. Secondly, there was communication issues in that relationship. And I started to ask myself, well, where am I having communications issues in my life? How do I not express myself? In what relationships do I stifle my own voice? And how can I shift that? How can I speak up for myself more? How can I share my feelings more? How can I ask for what I need more? All of those shifts as a result of that question, very important part of my healing journey, and then allowed me to eventually attract a soulmate who does not have that communication problem because I resolved it within myself. Okay, let me think of another example. Someone who ghosts you. That doesn't mean it's not reflecting to you that you can ghost somebody. You're probably not someone who does that if you're attracted to my video, but it may be reflective of the fact that you tend to self-abandon. Like, are there ways that you ever just like abandon yourself, abandon your own needs, really start to prioritize your other people rather than you? Are there communication blocks like I discussed before? All of those things are important things to explore and then shift for yourself. And 100% as you do that, your energy is going to shift. You're going to get bigger and brighter. You'll be more in contact with love for yourself and within yourself. And it goes back to that. You will just magnetize the person that is meant for you. Okay? And so if you want to go a little deeper into that and you feel like you have love blocks, I do have a free masterclass called Magnetize Love. I'm going to leave it down in the description bar below, the link to sign up for it. It's a free automatic download. Within it, I go into this concept a lot more, and there's a really powerful energy clearing, a love block energy clearing within the class I would love you to do to get started on just releasing the energy of those blocks and coming in to more contact with your soul. So check it out in the description box. Okay, last premise that I wanted to share with you for today, which was really coming to trust in and surrender to divine timing, letting it happen when it was meant to happen. Okay. And this is a hard one. This was a very hard one to me. I was like, I want it right now. I want to control this process. You know, why is he not showing up for me right now? But really, let me hopefully share some things that will help you sit with the process a little bit more and just surrender to when it's meant to happen, because I guarantee you the universe, the divine, can see more than you can right now and is going to bring you your person at the perfectly aligned time. Okay, and here are some things to think about. One is you actually do not want to meet this person before you are completely ready for the soulmate relationship, this healthy, committed relationship that is conscious and that is really going to match where your energy is. If you meet this person too early and you're not in full alignment with that experience, the relationship isn't going to blossom into everything it could be, right? So that's an aspect of it. And even like connected to that, not only is it possibly not blossoming into everything it could be, you may not even recognize the person if you're not in the right vibration for it. So you really kind of want to just focus on, I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to enjoy myself, have fun with myself, radiate love outward in as many ways as I can, and trust when the time is right, my person will come, because otherwise there's the chance that you guys will miss each other or it won't blossom into the full thing that you want to experience. The other side of that is to remember your soulmate also has their own journey to go on, and they need to go on that journey in order to be ready for you and to be in the right vibration for you. And you don't want to meet them when they're too early in their journey, because you're not going to click with them in the same way and it's not going to develop in the same way. Just like if you met them too early for you, it's not going to click and develop in the same way. So They may need to be going through relationships that teach them what they really want. They may need to be healing certain things from their past. They may need to just be maturing as people in general. You don't want to meet them too early. Trust that the divine, the universe, will help you guys come together when the time is perfect and right and the two of you are in alignment energetically, so you can have the relationship you are meant to have, okay? Now, another thing to think about with this is if you're doing the two things, the key perspective shifts I talked about before, especially number one, where you're just focusing on yourself, learning yourself more, doing the things that make you happy, exploring what makes you feel passionate, radiating your light into the world, you will come to a place where you feel really satisfied and content and happy and fulfilled in yourself. And then you'll kind of just be in this energy of like, you know what, if it happens, awesome, that will add to my life. But if not, I am perfectly content with myself and where I'm at in my life right now. And that is the perfect energy, that energy of surrender, because you're so filled with your own love and self-satisfaction that will be the vibrational match to bring in your soulmate. That's exactly how it happened to me. I remember a couple of months before meeting my person that I just had this thought. It was like, well, if it happens, it happens. You know, if it doesn't, like, I am completely enjoying myself. I'm super fulfilled right now. I'm doing what I want to do. I love having freedom to explore things, to pursue my passions, etc., etc. And after I had that thought, not that much longer came by, just maybe like 2 months, and we met, right? And so I really want to encourage you to just focus on yourself. I didn't even date really like actively during that time. If I felt inspired to go out with somebody, I would. If I wanted to go out with my friends, I would, but it was not a focus for me. And then I met my soulmate in just a super magical, easy, synchronistic way. He practically showed up at my doorstep, and that's how it all unfolded. So I hope that these key perspective shifts are going to help make a difference in your soulmate manifestation journey. Let me know which one really resonated with you, and if you have any questions about them, happy to help support you in the process. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to put my masterclass down in the description box so you can download it, listen to going a little deeper on this idea of connecting to the energy of love and helping and allowing it to assist you in just magnetizing your love to you, and do that energy clearing in the class. It is a powerful one. Okay, so if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. I'd love if you were to subscribe and join me for my future videos. I am really interested in posting lots of videos on spirituality, self-care, healing, stepping into your divine feminine power, and manifesting a soul-aligned dream life. So I hope I'll see you in the next video.